I believe I'm in too deep. That's not true. I'm not deep enough. You can never be too deep. Welcome to the ranch of Demolition Ranch. So today we've done a few videos where we test out homemade body armor, and it's always been body armor that I've made. Well, one of you guys, Andy, made me some homemade body armor. So he made 2 of these. See, we have 2. So what it is it's a steel plate. Let me see if I can get this to focus so you can see. See that steel plate in front? I think that's probably a 1/4 inch steel plate. It's unhardened steel. It's just a regular flat piece of steel. It's not body armor steel or anything like that. Just a flat piece of steel, unhardened. And then he got a horse stall mat on the back, and he glued them together with Flex Seal, which is like a rubberized spray. So this is what he hopes will stop bullets. I am going to wager it will stop pistol rounds up to, I think it'll stop a 45 ACP. I don't think it will stop anything bigger than that. But we're gonna try it today. We're gonna start from the bottom. And now we're here, and then we'll get to here. What I like about it is he actually made it the right shape for body armor. Like, he's got the cutouts and everything for your arms when they come up. Pretty neat. I have one set up right there. This is a 22 long rifle out of a pistol. There's no way this is gonna go through it. I'm just gonna say that now. Can you guys see? I'm gonna get out of y'all's way. Okay, here we go. Turns out you need to put the gun on fire for it to fire. We have a hit. Barely a dent in that. I don't know if you guys can even tell if there's a dent, but it is very slight, which is interesting because when I shoot a 22 long rifle at hardened steel, not a scratch, not a dent. So it is obviously softer already with just a 22 long rifle. Let's step up our game just a little bit. Do you know what's stronger than a 22 long rifle? A 22 Magnum. Do you know what's stronger than a 22 Magnum? A 22 Hornet out of a Raging Hornet. This bullet is cooking. Has a good chance of making it through that, I think. I'm still gonna bet that it won't, though. I think our plate will stop the 22 Hornet. Oh, this is weird using a scope on a revolver. That hit it pretty hard. I don't know. We'll see. I probably should have done some other rounds before the 22 Hornet, because that is kind of a rifle round. Let's see. Oh, it stopped it, but barely. Look at this. So that drilled an awesome hole into that metal. Nearly, I don't know how it didn't go through. It is almost the thickness of that metal, but it did not go through. Nothing came through here. That's impressive. Stops 22, stops 22 Hornet, but can it stop a bigger, heavier bullet? Like a 9mm out of this Scorpion. So this is a longer than average 9mm barrel. So it's gonna get a little more velocity, and it has heavier weight. I bet it will totally stop the 9mm, but I bet it's gonna dent that metal fairly well. We have a hit. I do this stuff because I honestly am interested in seeing what happens, and the most exciting part is when I'm walking up to the target to see what happens. All right, I won that bet. 9mm hit right there. Did not go through, but did put a pretty solid dent in the metal. And a slight bulge on the back too. Well guys, it looks like we're gonna have to step it up even more. Darn the luck. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Got a new gun. Don't tell Mare, my wife, just don't tell. I mean, I would tell her, I'm sure she doesn't care. That's why I didn't tell her. I didn't think she'd be interested, and so I didn't tell her. But if you guys just do me a solid and not tell her, not because she'd be mad, but just because she wouldn't care. You just waste her time, really, so don't tell Mare. Okay, here's the gun. Let's get ready, it's cool. This is a CMMG Guard AR. CMMG Guard. What you'll notice probably right off the bat is, Matt, that magwell sure doesn't look like it would fit an AR-15 magazine. Well, you're right on the money, buddy, because it wouldn't. This gun is chambered in 45 ACP, a pistol round. And it takes Glock 21 magazines, Check that out. Okay, it looks kind of goofy with a Glock 21 magazine in it. They make extended magazines, I just haven't got them yet. And I just now got this thing and wanted to come play with it, and so here we are. But soon, I'm gonna get some extended mags, and they stick out like down there and they look really cool. Makes the gun look a lot neater. But anyway, takes Glock 21 magazines, which is convenient because those are easy to find. And you'll also notice, Matt, this thing sure has a short barrel. You're right there too, buddy. This is a pistol. This is not considered a rifle. This is not considered a short barrel rifle. This is considered a pistol. So there's no NFA tax stuff, no other legalities besides just buying a regular pistol. It has what they consider a stabilizer pistol brace back here. You can use it as a stock. A lot of people say it's illegal to do this. It's not totally legal. They changed it. So you can put this thing up and fire this like a rifle, even though it is not a rifle, it's a pistol. It makes no sense, but that's the law, and I abide by the law. So I shoot my pistol like a rifle, even though it's a pistol. I'm really excited about this gun. This gun I have outfitted to kind of be my bump in the night gun, the one that's like close by if I hear any trouble. And the reason being, I have a Glock 40 caliber that I usually use, has a flashlight on it. That's the gun I'd use. But I was thinking like it'd be nicer to have something that's a little more controllable and I could shoot out a little further if need be, because you're kind of limited on a pistol. But I thought if I have an AR, like I don't really want to clear my house with an AR-15. Plus, you shoot an AR-15 in the house, that's gonna be loud and might be disorienting to even me. So a pistol calibered AR is kind of best of both worlds. Plus it is a pistol, so it's small. I mean, I can carry this thing around and shoot it like a pistol. There's no recoil because it's just a 45 ACP. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So I did outfit it with a light. I put a sling on it so I can patrol my house, you know, do my 2 a.m. sweep, and then my 2:30 sweep, and then my 3 a.m. sweep. You know, I just walk through the house, make sure all's as it should be. And then I put a scope on it. This is probably not the scope I'm gonna leave on it because I probably want something with a little less magnification. And this thing is really good for longer range stuff, especially with the reticle it has. So I'll probably put this on a bigger AR-15, but for now it's sitting on this gun. This is a Trijicon ACOG, and this has the ACSS reticle. Let's see if I can show this to you guys. Fiber optic up here, so it takes sunlight and lights up on the inside of the scope. And if it's dark outside, it has tritium, which is lighting up on the inside of the scope as well. So, just like Jake Paul, this scope is always lit.
It was lit! It's too lit here! Last night it got uber lit!
It's not straight up and down, but it's hard to show you with this, but you can see that there are some other little hash marks over there. Those are for ranging. So basically this reticle is for quick target range estimation. So you use the little thing on the side to see how far away they are, and then you go to the middle, put your crosshair on the target, and go up or down depending on where that range showed them to be. And so it's just to where you don't have to look at calculations, you don't have to do anything like that. You just put it on them, you get your range, and you look back over, and you take your shot. So it's about being really quick. That's a hit, that's a hit. We nailed it. Target down. I turned the camera off, and then I was like, oh yeah, I loaded like a full mag. Might as well take advantage of that. Once again, I'm betting a big dent and not much else. Actually, it looks a lot like our 9mm, so that's the 45 ACP dent right there. A little bit bigger bulge in the back, but nothing close to coming through. I have something bigger. The next gun makes that 45 ACP look pretty cute. This is the Desert Eagle in 50 AE. I still think that it's not gonna go through. I think it's just gonna put a really big dent in it. And by the way, already very impressed with mild steel with a rubber horse mat backing, stopping a 45 ACP like that. Pretty good. I think it'll stop 50 AE though. What do you think? It hit hard, that's for sure. By the way, if you've ever thought about, you know, maybe I should get a Desert Eagle, go for it. You won't regret it. Holy cow! Wow! Oh, that is awesome. As you can see, we put a huge dent in it, but it stopped it. That probably would have hurt. You would be bruised, possibly have a broken rib, but you would live. Benelli semi-auto 12 gauge tuned by Aaron Hayes to be a competition master. We're shooting a 1 ounce slug. This is 1,560 feet per second, so it ain't no slouch, that's for sure. Jeez. Okay, I guarantee it hit way harder than the 50 BMG, sorry, the 50 AE, but bigger surface area, so it didn't go through. No way. Uh-oh. Whoa! That could not have been any more perfect. So, I was wrong. It did go through, but it stopped right there. So you would have survived. 100% would have survived. The bad guy would not have stopped you. Well, he might have made you run away, but I don't know if you'd keep fighting with that, but you would have lived. That's crazy. That could not have been any closer. I have one more gun, and I am 99% sure this plate will not stand a chance against it. There's no way. I'm 100% sure. 100. You remember all that talk about like, hey, I got a new gun, like, don't tell my wife? I didn't really tell you guys the whole truth. I didn't just get one gun. And it's not so much like I'm being dishonest by not telling her, like, in my opinion. Like, my thought is, what good could come from telling her? And like, as a good husband, like, I want my wife to be happy, and maybe telling her wouldn't make her happy. And so being a good husband, I couldn't do that to her. You know, like, that's my thought. So really, I'm not telling her for her sake, because I would love to tell her, but it's just protecting her as a good husband, since I'm a good husband. Yeah, so just hashtag don't tell Mayor. The new gun, I got this. This is a CMMG as well. This is called the Mutant. This gun, the guard is fairly new. This gun has been out for a while. I'm not sure in this configuration. They've had the rifle length, but you'll notice this too is a short, small package. It is a pistol as well. Same thing, pistol brace, short barrel, shorter than 16 inches. So it's a pistol, but this pistol is chambered in 7.62 by 39, a rifle caliber. This is the same ammo shot out of AK-47s. And it's also the same magazine. So that is what makes this thing the Mutant. It is an AR-15 that takes AK-47 magazines. I have two other ARs that shoot 7.62 by 39, but they both have weird AR magazines that are made for that caliber. And so they come out and they bend. They work, most of the magazines work really good. A few of them don't, and they just look silly. I love those guns. One is a ARAC 21, and the other is the POF. And both those guns are awesome guns. And I really loved being able to shoot 7.62 by 39. But I've had my eye on a Mutant forever because it takes the magazine that is made for that round and has been around forever. And I finally got my hands on one. And then when I saw that they had these in like shorter rifles, pistols, yeah, I was like, this is the one for me. So this is my new truck gun, assuming it works. I have not fired it yet, assuming it runs good. I put a 800 lumen light on the front and a sling. And then this scope is made by Primary Arms, and it also has the ACSS reticle. There's that reticle right there. We're turned sideways again, FYI. And you can see over on the sides it has ranging marks. So it's the same as that ACOG. It has ranging marks to the side. You range your target, you move back to the center, and you put the dot where it needs to be, and you take your shot. Made for very quick range estimation and target acquisition and engagement. pretty cool. I just got this scope. It is a 3x magnified scope, and it is illuminated battery powered, so you turn it on or off right here. There is no way that plate's gonna stop a 7.62 by 39. But, I mean, I don't wanna just make that claim, I wanna do it. Well, that looks like a hit, guys. Yeah, there's no way it stopped it. No way. Let me just finish off this mag. I got a few left. And one thing about it, since it is an AK-47 mag, it won't lock the bolt open. There's no way you survive that. No way at all. No way. Nope. Straight through. So there's our hole. Came straight out the back. First of all, Andy, thank you for making these and sending them. Amazing. Amazing that cheap plate steel like that and cheap horse stall mats can stop a bullet. But it makes sense because that's how they make like the ceramic body armor. They have like a ceramic layer and then they have a composite layer, which is like tightly woven fiber. So a lot more expensive, works a lot better, but same theory. And so we did it on a cheaper scale. So I was impressed. I didn't think it would stop as much as it did. Very impressive stopping 50 AE and then the shotgun slug. It's crazy. So these guns, whenever I get new guns, people always ask a ton of questions about them. So I'm gonna put a link to the guns, the scopes, and the accessories as well in the description below. So if you're interested, you can check all those things out. This is just a cool gun. Both of these are cool, but I mean, I have wanted one of these forever. I've actually wanted a Mutant forever, and then I found out about the short barrel option, and I was like, yeah, that's the one for me. And then making it like a truck gun, because you want a truck gun to be fairly light, easy to carry, which I've got a sling, I could carry this thing all day, no problem. And it's easy to maneuver because it's small. It's not a big rifle, it's not a deer rifle or something. We have a 3x scope, so I'll be able to do anything I would ever need to do in a defensive scenario. I also have, I'll just say, like, I sometimes like dream up scenarios in my head. I don't know if you other gun guys do it, but like, I sometimes think like, what if I'm just driving by and I see like a bank robbery going down, but the cops have him surrounded and they're all sitting there shooting at him with just their Glocks. All they have is pistols. They didn't have any rifles. The rifle guys haven't got to the scene yet. And like the guy in the bank's got like a real rifle plus body armor. So he's like totally outgunning these cops. And so I just pull up and I'm just like, oh, I've got a little rifle right here. Bad guy down. Matt, hero of the day, says the newspapers. Yeah, someday. Anyway, that's why I carry a rifle. For defensive situations and for saving police from bank robbers. You heard it here first, folks. It'll be in the newspaper pretty soon, I think. Thanks for watching Off the... Dang it, I do this. I never get it right. Thanks for watching Demolition Ranch. Thanks for being here. Be cool, don't tell me about our little thing, okay? I love you, and I'll see you next time. Contact! That's a great idea. What about the quad, huh? No, don't move. Bobby? I'm a doctor. Ish.